hear that? The orcs are coming. And, well, we've got to prepare for it. Now, the way we're going to do that is build these little guys, which are going to increase our production. They automatically are going to harvest crystals at regular intervals. And then, with the money we're going to be generating from, well, the crystal thing that we're supposed to be protecting, we're going to build cannons, and then we've got flamethrower towers. And here's the cute little orcs. Now, they kind of look like Kirby, I think. If I attack this tree, I actually increase my build limit, because right now my build limit is only 12 buildings. But I would like you to attack not the tree this time, since, you know, the orcs are right here. You should really stop, Mr. Cannon, but he's not. That being said, these entry-level orcs aren't going to do a whole lot of damage to us. Now, what we're going to do with our next amount of money is destroy this other little tree. Interestingly enough, deforestation is going to allow us to increase the size of our empire. And man, that's actually quite a bit of orcs coming this way. I really would like to have a little bit more money. Oh, that time the cannon was smart enough. So I think what I want to do is actually save up for the flame tower. Oh my goodness. Okay, and look at how small of a range the flame tower has. That being said, it absolutely destroys the enemy. So I feel like another flamethrower over here would make me feel a lot better about our chances of victory here. But ultimately, we've just got to hold off, well, until, you know, the final attack is coming. I also love that the flamethrower, that's like a flame-throwing tower. There you go, new word. We just invented it. Is really, really good because of its, like, AoE. That being said, it's very, very limited on range. All right, so I think in almost all cases, we've got a flame-throwing tower, or flamethrower, able to defend, like, on all sides. Oh, man. The little... I think I want another cannon tower up here, and we're about to lose a tower. We've actually lost a tower. The cannon up here should hold, despite the fact that there's, like, 6 little ORCSes attacking it, and we're going to build another cannon tower right there. And that should be sufficient for this wave. And every level that we beat, we unlock some new technology and are able to progress even more. So all we got to do is hold right here, and huzzah! Now with that, the new technology we get is a crossbow tower, which looks like... I'm hoping it's got really, really good range. Yeah, long range and prioritizes targeting ranged enemies. Oh, okay. Well, good. I guess now we're going to be fighting enemies that can shoot back at us. And interestingly enough, the level we just beat now has a challenge option on it. We're moving on to this one, and already we've got 3 towers around us. So we're going to go to the setup here and purchase the ability to build the new tower, the crossbows. So the orcs are already coming. In about 2 minutes and 15 seconds, they're going to launch their final assault. So I feel like in the early times, I really like to get as many of these as possible. The collectors. And maybe we'll risk it for the biscuit, get 3 of them out there to try to increase our revenue and save up for a crossbow. That being said, by the time we're able to afford it, we might not want a long-range tower. But screw it. It's the new guy. We've got to put him into action. All right. And it looks like we've got our first new enemy type, enemy archers, coming in from the north. Uh-oh. Okay, we did take damage, which is unfortunate. And we're going to buy a second crossbow. Now, what I don't know is the range on that little sucker. Oh, but we did target him down, and he was, I think, maybe a little bit weaker than the, looks like it's a cleaver-wielding enemy. So what we're going to do is kind of do, like, classic medieval castle style here, and put, like, we're going to pretend the crossbows are, like, the 4 anchor points of our castle, like our 4 round towers. All right, so we've got a pretty big amount of towers that we can produce this time around. Wow, look at that. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and get a little flame tower, because we're gonna be dealing with a lot of enemies. With the crossbows doing far range and then the flamethrowers dealing with closer range. I'm feeling pretty good about our chances at the moment. Oh wow, that's an insane amount of troops. This is a lot of enemies. I wish we had a numerical count for how many enemies were on the battlefield so I didn't have to, like, count them myself. And I don't know if I want a flame tower right there. All right, so the final assault is all gonna be, I guess, to the northeast. Wow, we can build 21 towers, and we're not even probably gonna be able to do that. And you know what? We haven't got a cannon tower. Let's get one out here. Okay. Yeah, I was misled. The enemy has outsmarted me in that they have decided to attack from this side as well. I thought all the enemies were gonna come from the northeast. Now they're attacking northwest and southwest? Yeah. And once we get to 120, though, we will get a flame tower right here. And honestly, I'm thinking that's going to be enough. Now, it's a pretty simplified tower defense style game. All right, let's get a cannon tower out there just because. But I'm kind of curious, like, if we're going to be able to upgrade our towers over time or how this is going to work. Might as well just build everything I can. Look, we did hit the limit right before we achieved victory. And the new equipment is a wooden barrier. Now, I wonder if this counts ideal for blocking enemy advances. That's cool. And this time we didn't unlock a challenge, but wait, what is this? Oh, we need to get 4 stars, and then we can unlock this little island. So we can do challenge mode after you beat the mission. Oh, what's this crystal? If you hit an orc, you can also push it back by dropping a tower. That's pretty cool. So set up, we might as well get the new thing. Destroying it grants 100 crystals immediately. It will self-destruct 120 seconds after the battle begins. Interesting. So we've got the orcs are launching a powerful attack at a minute 25, and then their final assault comes about 3 minutes in. Can I? Oh, I can actually cover all 3 of those things, I'm pretty sure. Now I've put 2 collectors down and 1 cannon. The cannon is now focusing on enemy troops. I'm feeling pretty good about that. More enemies coming in from the south. I would like another cannon to try to get this 100 crystals instead of just having it self-destruct and me not get it. So I'm actually gonna get a crossbow. And we're gonna prioritize this at least for the moment. And instead of save up for a 3rd tower, which would probably be smart. Oh, this is risky. But we're gonna get it, and okay, good. We got the 100 crystals. That should allow me to do this. Immediately drop the flamethrower, push the enemy troops back with the new tactic that we just learned. And get another crossbow, because we got enemy archers coming in from the northwest. And we'll get another collector. Watch out, the orcs are here. Buddy, the orcs have been here. What's interesting is they're like green, right? So they sort of camouflage into the ground, except like in classic orc fashion, they've painted themselves what looks like red, I think in an effort to run faster. Because we all know, if orcs use red paint, it means they're gonna be able to go faster. And if you don't know that, well, now you know. It's science, orc science, and you can't question it. All right, so as far as where we need to worry about the enemy, it's a little bit of everywhere. I probably would really be able to utilize, I think, a flame tower over here. But now that, yeah, a flame tower over here would be good. Because I've already got a flame tower over there. And I have no idea what to do with these collectors. Like, where to put them. If I put a crossbow here, I'll be able to hit this tower and unlock the ability to get more and more units. So let's go ahead and drop this tower, push that guy back. I love that ability. And you can sort of use collectors in a weird way like walls. So, hey man, I'm all for it. We'll put a flame tower over there. Now we've got the strongest shape, which is the triangle. Right here. The 3 points are all anchored by flame towers. We will destroy our enemies. And at this point, I'm feeling like crossbows are the play. Just because they've just got such fantastic range. And the damage that they do is 16 versus 12 of the cannon. And with their extended range, they'll all be able to like do converging angles and target lines on the enemy. Like if they attack over here, well, I've got multiple crossbows able to hit over there too. All right, now we're gonna be able to take out that tree hopefully soon. I'll get another crossbow. Take out that tree, dang it. We must be able to get more stuff. Oh my gosh, we're gonna need more stuff. Look at this. This is nuts. All right, I'm gonna get a cannon tower right over here. The flame tower is a little bit behind. I don't think I can like tactfully maneuver them. So we're gonna delete our triangle and make a bit of a rhomboid here with flame towers. Oh, we're gonna lose a collector. That's unfortunate. And do we want another flame tower? Yeah, roast them. All right, so we have met unit cap, which means I can just delete one of my little collectors. Oh my god. Okay, this is kind of nuts. Yeah, I'm gonna want a flame tower right there, and then I'm gonna get another flame tower and put it like over here. But yeah, flame towers on the front line supported by crossbows seems to be the meta strategy that I'm gonna be employing right now, and I like it. I like it a lot, and I can just like keep wrecking these and keep getting new towers. It's awesome because I don't think I get like any. I think what this game could really use is like some sub-task objectives, but victory is ours. And what technology did we unlock? A new blueprint, a fireball. It's a spell. Throws a fireball that explodes on impact. The missions, this is 1-5 and this is 1A. Stage uncleared. I'm a little bit unclear as to what makes this different. The orcs will launch intense attacks at night. We cannot build collectors either. Okay, interesting. But we've got this new fireball spell, which costs 60 gems. But remember that we cannot produce any collectors. So we're gonna be very limited, and in a minute 20, there's gonna be an attack, and then a bigger one at 255. Okay. All right, I just got some gems right there, and I'm gonna get a crossbow. So I've gotta be watching out for falling crystals from heaven. Mana from heaven in the form of crystals. I think, so fireballs are like a weapon of last resort. How did I miss that? All right, there we go. 2 crossbows. I'm feeling a little bit better about it. That being said, they're able to get to my front lines relatively quickly. So the next one we should get is probably a cannon. Now, does the cannon, is it able to fire like high explosive rounds that would do splash damage? That would be cool, wouldn't it? Or if I could like put a fireball into the crossbow to make it an incendiary crossbow, that would be really cool. Like an elemental tower defense, right? My game design imagination is imagining things. Watch out, the orcs are here, buddy. Are you sure you're ready? No? Yeah. Guys, all right. I know we're watching this, but I want you to get your Imagineering, your game designer caps on, and like an elemental inspired tower defense game. There's something there. I don't know what it is exactly yet, but it's definitely there. All right, I'll get another flame tower over here once I can afford it, because these things are just so dominantly strong once the enemy gets close to your walls. Now at this point, we could save up for another flame tower. Yeah, I think we need to. Just like look at how many enemies are coming. And we've already got the strongest shape here, a triangle in the form of flame towers. But I would feel a lot better with another one. Yeah, we're gonna make a rhomboid, a little bit of a not entirely square. 4 points. I would like a cannon, and I would like another crossbow. Man, this is okay. I think what we do have to do is experiment with just how powerful this fireball is. All right, so we see a ton of enemies coming, right? Oh, wow. Okay, it immediately eviscerates like all of them, but it does have a relatively long queue up time. All right, so we got more enemies coming in from up there. Are we able to hold this? The answer is yes, but I think the answer might be no a little bit sooner than we would like. All right, so at this point, we've got all this extra crystal. We're unit capped out. What we need is our crystals to get in here. Oh my gosh, this is wild. Okay, let's see. The biggest area, there's not gonna be as many flame towers over here, right? So we'll drop that, absolutely explode all of them, grab these crystals, but we need other spells. All right, and I think what we need to do is replace that. That was a flame tower that wasn't really able to get his range and materially impact the battlefield, right? So we just deleted him and built his little brother up in the north. And we've been victorious. So, a new blueprint, a double cannon can attack. A cannon that can attack 2 targets simultaneously. It costs 120. A normal cannon is 80, that one's 120. The economics seem to be that we would want that. So we're gonna put him in, and we've only got 2 more spots. Now, can we rearrange these? Yes, you can. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so we want to destroy this crystal to get its 100 gold. And I think in the early part of the game, we're gonna want more collectors. That being said, in these later missions, the enemy comes at you pretty quickly. So maybe we save a little bit? Do we save? I think we kind of have to save. And I think I would love to get a double cannon if possible. I don't know if it's the right play, but this is the play that we're doing. Let's see the range on this thing. Ooh, it's unfortunately not the best. All right, what am I gonna be able to afford before the enemy like destroys us here? Uh-oh, nothing. A cannon tower. Okay, we did lose a collector, and I think I have to save money. I don't know if we went for the right strategy here. We are desperately short on cash. You know what? I'm just gonna buy us some time, use a fireball. Wait a minute, we've got a new enemy. This one's got a giant axe. Finally. Oh, look at that. He's targeting the 2 enemies. We got the 180 crystals. Let's go ahead and buy a flamethrower right here. And I would like a few more collectors because I feel like we got to play catch up. Yeah. I mean, the cannons, the double cannons are the new thing, right? So we'll get another collector. And I think with our little firing line of cannons, we should be able to hold this. The double cannon looks pretty cool. That being said, there's a guy with a big axe like right on the front line. I would love a flamethrower right about now. Yeah, we're gonna desperately need a flamethrower on the right flank. So we'll put him maybe right there. And with the next crystal, we need a collector. We just have to trust that we're gonna hold there. And by trust, I mean hope. Because remember, hope is a strategy. Oh, the range is really hurting. All right, we're gonna firebomb these dudes and do a lot of damage to that axe guy and save up for a flamethrower. Now, what's interesting is we don't have crossbows and these archers are getting in and doing damage. So do I want one? I mean, I do want one, but I feel like I need a flamethrower more just because it's able to like hit so many units at the same time. It's the real crowd control tower that we have at our disposal. So now that that's in play, we're gonna get a crossbow. If I put it a little further up, I probably could have taken out that tree. Out of curiosity, this needs to be tested, right? So we're gonna use a fireball on the tree. The fireball does not do enough to take out a tree. That stinks. So we'll need crossbows in order to get more trees. All right, so I've got this crossbow targeting that tree, at least for now. Okay, this is pretty wild, right? And this isn't even like their final form in terms of their assault. That's coming momentarily. That looks like a pretty good cluster we can firebomb. The orcs are launching their final attack. We will have enough for a giant fireball attack soon. And we're gonna need it, because look at this. Got 160. That's just like a big group, including an axeman. Put the flame tower right there. Put a cannon tower right in the middle. Now, what happens if I drop this, like, out there? Does that even do anything? Will they, like, aggro to it and focus on it? Or is that a waste? I feel like we need to try it out, because we haven't yet. Good night, this is gonna be crazy. This cannon tower is absolutely getting slapped in the face right now. Oh my gosh. All right, that should hold that, but yeah, more enemies are coming. Do we get a double cannon? Yes. All right, we're gonna lose, that's our little obstacle tower. All right, we got a flame tower there and a flame tower there. I'm trying to figure out where I want this. I guess right here. We'll double flame tower that. That flame tower is about to die. It did fall, the big axe boy. But I think we've got this. Definitely think we've got this. I was just able to purchase a second flame tower right down here. A cannon tower too. And we might even be able to get our 24th tower by the end of this. Just to say we did it. Huzzah! So with the new technology, we got a mortar tower, and it looks like it has a range of 4. And did we finally conquer this entire island chain? No, there's one level left. If not destroyed, a group of orcs will be summoned here at the start of the final wave, so we have to destroy the portal. So it's got range of 4, and this has range of 3.5, and the cannon has 3. So mortar's clearly, you know, the biggest baddie of them all. I wonder if we could put it... No, he's not gonna be able to hit both the crystal and that. Nor are we gonna be able to afford him anytime soon. And there's a lot we gotta be dealing with. All we have to do is destroy that by the time the final waves is coming. Now I'm getting as many collectors as I can as quick as I can. It's a little bit risky. And then I guess for this we could probably do a double cannon. We'll put a crossbow there. So we'll take a little bit of damage, yes. And we're gonna need another tower up here, as well as one down there. And everywhere. We need them everywhere. But we risked it for the economy and we pulled it off. We'll get a double cannon and we'll get it in range of that crystal. All right, there we go. The cannon's actually shooting at the tree and the crystal. That's hilarious. Okay. Get another crossbow and we'll put it in range of the portal so he can like residually do damage over time. But that's extending us quite a bit. All right, and we've got a big axe boy coming in here. So I'll get a double cannon in range of the portal. Yeah, I don't like how extended our base is, but like the way that this one was set up is designed so we sort of have to do that. So I think flamethrowers are gonna be, oh yeah, we should just save up for the mortar. That's the big daddy boomski in town. And if I put him right here, he'll be able to affect that. Now, we gotta watch out down here. We did lose a collector, so I would like that back. Now, how are we doing against this onslaught? All right, we're halfway there and we've already got the portal down. Feeling pretty good. I think we could probably save up for another mortar and get one down here on the southern front. I'm gonna put him in range of that tree. I'm gonna use a fireball to buy us a little bit of time. I like how the mortar, it's like not an artillery shell. It's like the old school like cartoon bomb, where it's just like the big black ball with the wick sticking out of it. The old school grenadier. All right, we're gonna start purchasing flame towers. So watch out, the orcs are here, but we're only halfway through the battle. Yeah, mortars are awesome. All right, so we've pretty much unlocked everything except for this little tree down here, and I'm not sure we're gonna need to do that or wanna do that. Now, what I do want is a flame tower right here at the point, because man, flame towers roast. Yeah, and I just want more mortars. Look at the range, the splash damage, the area of effect. It's glorious. Ooh, that mortar's actually able to hit that tree. Now, for the sake of efficiency, I feel like using fire spells is a great idea. Granted, we can still afford 9 more towers. Plus, we can get rid of some of those collectors. But yeah, like, what's the overall strategy here? Like, the best strategy. The min-max. I don't know. Mortars. All right, the orcs are attacking their final assault. Now, we took out the portal, and like, you see orcs and you see portal. Does anyone else think like Blizzard's orc versus humans? Warcraft 1 and 2. Warcraft 3 went in a wildly different direction and set up like World of Warcraft. I think we do want a flame tower over here. Otherwise, I have no idea how we're supposed to hold this. And we'll get a double cannon. And we got this, that looks pretty solid. Look at that. 3 flame towers all on that flank. I'd like another flame tower like right here. Gosh, this is getting insane. See, this is why I want like a number counter. I want to see just how many orcs are on the field right now. How many we have to kill. Because I think that number would probably be terrifying. It would add a little bit of dread here if you're the player, like me. Yikes. All right, we need a flame tower right here. And I think we're gonna hold this. I have no idea where I need to use this. I used it on the tree, haha. All right, are we doing okay? There's like 5 flame towers right there. And even still, I think the enemy's getting close. So we just did this. Oh yeah, they do aggro to it. Okay, that's nice. So you can lay traps using the wood barriers. And I would imagine maybe over time we'll eventually unlock like stone barriers, iron barriers, I don't know. Ice barriers. The spells are cool. But yeah, I think it's pretty clear to see that we got this thing locked down. Now, just because I wanted to max out at 33 out of 33, we've killed all of the little bonus objectives on the map, although they're not listed as such in the upper left, when I think they should be. And with that, we have gotten a bonfire. Creates a warm area around it. That's weird. What does that even mean? What do you do with a warm area around a fire when orcs are assaulting and attacking from all directions? Maybe we need the bonfire to survive in the Arctic, huh? There's this weird little sub-objective too, right? So, destroying it grants 4 building limit, and look at this. Buildings placed outside of the warm area are frozen, and attack speed decreases in efficiency by 60%. And we've got new units, spearmen who can go berserk. So we are definitely going to need these fires. Oh wow, my warm area is incredibly limited. Okay, so they just made this game even harder, which I guess makes sense. To progress, all right, I don't want that. I need more money before I need any fires. And I can put it up here so it could start attacking that tree. So the unit I'm gonna need to do that, I think, is the crossbow. That's the cheapest tower that I've got. Well, I mean, I do have the cannon over here, but I don't really feel the need to use them. They seem pretty mid. All right, so the crossbow's dealing with that first unit. We're gonna get another one of those collectors. And we're definitely gonna need another defensive tower down here. Probably a crossbow that could be in range of that. And he's still within the warm area. So right now it's just all crossbows, I guess. Crossbows and collectors. Okay, so here's the first new unit, the Berserker. Now, he's pretty weak when you have multiple crossbows all concentrating their fire. And I'm gonna build a fire like over here. That way I can build something to start destroying that tower, or rather that tree. And I think what we're gonna do for that is actually a double cannon. All right, so we've got a regular orc attack and then the big orc attack. This poor collector's getting slapped. And I put that over there so that I could afford a flame tower when the time is right. And the time is gonna be right real soon. That being said, once that thing goes down, if this goes down, this guy loses effectively. Oh, okay. So the spearman, I thought it was just gonna be like a dude with like a spear or a pike or something. No, he throws his spears. All right, so we're starting to put more of our little bonfires surrounding the base. It's an interesting mechanic. It seems like a pretty straightforward and simple tower defense game with slight little wrinkles in it. Now, this is a free-to-play demo on Steam, so that's the reason why I picked it up. Okay, this guy is outside of the range. I could try to wait for a mortar, and that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, okay. Could you kill that dude, please? Thank you. Or else we'll lose this flame tower, which I'm gonna need another one right up here really soon. There we go. Now, that flame tower got to 50% health, and a fireball spell would be pretty good right now. I'm gonna hold on to it, though, and see what's coming out over here. Okay, good. He's in range. If I see any spearmen, I'm going to target them. And I'll purchase a double cannon. Now, the only area that I feel like isn't really protected by flame towers is sort of like over here. All right, so we do have some spearmen coming from the southwest. The Swest. The Swest? Yeah, coming from the Swest. So, where are they coming from? Oh, the Swest, my good soldier. Prepare thyself. And fireball. Shavlawi. All right, so the fireball kills the spearmen, but crossbows target them. But yeah, like for orcs, you're pretty much fighting like little Kirby's and then jelly beans. I was hoping that the orcs would be a little more like menacing looking. All right, I guess I could. I'm gonna push them back. You know, by dropping stuff down, it almost feels like ODSTs, orbital dropship troopers, right? All right, we're gonna target that spearman with this fireball, take him out. There's 2 fireball boys, or 2 spearmen over there, and they're actually just outside of range. So that's really annoying. So we'll have to build a crossbow guy just to focus them down. Oh, wow, okay. We just lost that, and these guys lost their effectiveness. All right, what do I need? I'm gonna put a double cannon in here. You know, interestingly enough, we have 0 mortar towers this turn around. That's a lot of archers. Let's just nuke them. Goodbye. And, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, good. We do have a single mortar tower, and he's in range of that guy, allowing us to achieve glorious victory. And with that, we've unlocked some kind of a new piece of tech, which is the frost cannon. It freezes the enemy. And then we've got 1B, this bonus objective. Periodically sinks its HP with the highest HP orc totem on the field. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means, but we unlocked all orc buildings. Okay, so those are the orc buildings that need to be destroyed in that bonus level. But we've made our way across our home continent into the Arctic continent. And this is the Orcdom demo, so if you'd like to see more, we'll pull the trigger on that like button and let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.